Welcome to Pull a Pin Ready, place where guaranteed to get a veteran's opinion about the world we live in today. I am Jim, and joining me again.
Hey, this is Jace here. What's going on today, folks?
What's up, Jason? Thought you were
I
gonna sing like
want
a
to give some
nursery rhyme.
people. I just want to give my opinion on some things.
You want to
Whether
shout
people
out
like
though
it.
first? Give our shout outs to our loyal listeners
Oh,
and favorite subscribers.
Johnny and Chris.
Yes, again,
Cheers. What's up?
we
I
appreciate you.
res- appreciate y'all. I responded to a couple things, and the one thing will address as one of Johnny's things that he put down. But let's get the flow. Let's get the show flowing first, and then
Now, what kind of flow you want? You want some red flow, green flow, blue flow? What do you want?
I just want some tea time, bro.
Oh, some tea time. Well, I don't have much tea for you, but yeah, I mean, as far as the flow, I mean, we can talk about a million things. If you got something you want to bring up from Johnny, uh, he got a lot of stuff to add. He even
I don't
quoted the
know.
whole enlistment thing. I think that's a National Guard though, because when it says President of the United States and the Governor of, I've never heard that one in my oath of enlistment. But that must be
I
National Guard or something.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
But
you don't
I
add the governor in the.
right.
I
I
forget the
caught
name
the
of the law.
tail end. I caught the tail end of the news today, so maybe you saw it all. But they were talking about Hegseth and
Oh,
shooting
ordering
the
the double
boats in the
tap.
water. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't follow that
and
stuff much closely because, for number one, like I said, I
it
told
was
you what's that?
it was a tail end of the news, and I saw that, and exactly what I said would happen. Trump's going to have his back, so whatever. But it said Trump's got his back. I thought it. I don't
Well,
know for sure.
I saw one somebody said something about the 72 hour. I know Bongino used to talk about the 72-hour thing, and he said, yeah, it's not true what Hegseth said, or with the story they said about Hegseth is not true. Now I don't really even care. I mean, in the end, um, Obama blew up children. You know what I mean? So, uh,
Yeah,
whatever. You know what I
Cuomo
mean?
killed fucking people. Cuomo
No,
killed seniors. Whatever. I mean,
yeah, I don't.
it,
I don't think. Obviously, we have a higher standard. Even though war crimes is kind of stupid too, because what's the sense of us following the rules if nobody else does? But we have a higher standard, so we don't,
oh, right,
do
right,
things like
and
that. But I told you already my opinion. Hegstead, I'm not really sure of the guy. I told you I have a family member who personally knows him and does not think highly of him.
I
So
know
I'm not.
that's interesting.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not
very
opposed to
interesting.
thinking that this guy's wrong. I'm not opposed to thinking
Right.
Republicans are bad because they are. I'm not opposed to thinking Trump got duped again. I personally don't believe that Trump is as bad as people try to make him out to be. But I also understand that just the nature of him being in that position, it's going to be hard. Like, I don't even know why he wants to do it. To me, I would be done with that. I just everyone attacking him, even from his own inside people.
I
But
know.
I mean, we'll talk about the substance of that. First of all, I think we did discuss this. Did we talk about bombing drug boats? Like, I don't know if it's legal or not, but is that something we partake in? Is like that normal?
I as as a Navy vet, I have served time on ships. I have shot at boats, and when I was in, we've discussed this, but when I was in, it was kind of like the don't ask, don't tell shit, and shit didn't get leaked. And even if it got leaked, the media wouldn't buy it back then. Now, 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 if I was in, if I went and told like fucking CNN, we just shot a fucking boat up or two boats up.
And show the video,
It,
right?
yeah, well, yeah. Plus, we had,
But did it
you had
not get
phones
leaked,
out.
Jace? Did it not get leaked because it was wrong, or did it not get leaked because it's still like
Well,
operation sensitive stuff, and it's obviously not
for
for the viewing eyes? You know what I mean? Like,
for them, for the nowadays, they had the fucking camera right on the. They show. we had cameras on our missiles and shit too back in the day, but they're actually releasing the videos thinking it's cute, blowing these fucking boats up. I don't as long as those boats are confirmed with all them drugs on it, fuck it, blow that bitch up. But I don't know. It's just I have mixed thoughts about all of it because I could very much contradict some of the shit we did. So I
Yeah,
mean,
that's what I said. If we're being rational, if we're being honest and intellectually honest, I'm not sold on what we're doing either. I'm not saying that what Trump or Hegstead or whatever he's doing with these boats. I don't understand. You can attack it from many angles. I'm not a save the world environmental thing, but I mean you bomb the boats, you're putting all those drugs in the ocean. I guess it's not going to make a big deal, but whatever. I just don't
yeah,
understand why you know, yeah, why can't we catch these boats? Do we not have the technology just to catch them? And if they
we're
dump
good.
it in the water, what does it matter? You
Right.
you already got the evidence enough to shoot them. Why does that matter?
My there's so many questions to be asked that I don't get half of it anyways. First of all, why would you continue to send fucking drug boats worth millions of dollars of fucking drugs? Why would you continue to do it if we keep fucking shooting it up?
Well,
I mean, that,
I guess from a drug dealer's perspective, it's flood the zone, right? It's what they
I
do with the
can't.
mules, right? They pack a whole bunch of people full of mules and hope at least some of them get through because that money's worth it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
they might have
yeah.
seven boats go and we just take one out, six got through, you know?
Okay, yeah.
So maybe that's what
Then
they're
yeah.
up to.
Well, then that's 100 million or whatever, 20 million they're
But
getting there,
I guess my point
whatever.
though is
So
our approach to it. Like what I'm thinking is really that the best we got? Like that's all we can do? We can't catch these boats. We can't, intercept them somewhere. I guess maybe there's some, jurisdiction issues.
just a safer way. That's all.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. Again, but I'm not going to shed a tear for drug dealers. I'm not, I'm just not. I do if I think even if I think it's wrong, I'm not really going to shed a tear. I'm just not going
I
to.
don't. The
I'm not
problem
going to get
is
excited about it either. But
I don't look at those people as drug dealers. I look at the people that are carting it. They're just opportunists that are just trying to get a quick payday, and they're willing to risk life and limb. To,
well, yeah, I don't know what they are. Like to be all honest with you, they could be made to do that. These guys might be,
exactly.
so that's why I said I got a I mean, I might have an ethical problem with it, but again, it's the least of my worries. So I'm not gonna
Right.
doubt it. But
So fuck
again,
it. Whatever.
though, the stories, the whole thing, I really am so tired of the moment somebody does something, they're just jumping on it. Oh, you're this, you're that. Oh, look what this person did. Like they don't even care about the drug news. They just want to jump on. Oh, Hegstead said this. Hegstead like they don't even
Well,
care about what's happening, dude.
it's just I don't know. You just made me change thoughts, and just the fact that they don't care, and all they're
Well,
doing is looking for shit.
and
And it's funny, and it cracks me
this
up.
is a segue, dude, because this is the perfect example. The Somali crap going on in Minnesota. Or
Right.
Minneapolis, whatever it is, Minnesota. It's in the state somewhere. It's not the whole. Is it? No, it's in the city of Minnesota. Anyways, so all these people they want to jump on. Oh, Trump said this. Oh, this is that. You're a xenophobe. You're a homophobe. Nobody's talking about the freaking billion-dollar corruption scam that was over there by this one community. Nobody's talking about that.
Right.
That's how I know these people are disingenuous. You can say two things at the same time. Yes, this is a scam. These people are stealing from us. Yes, the government's part of it and corrupt.
Right.
And yes, you hate Donald Trump. Say both things. Say both
Right.
things, but they're not even talking about ripping off the American people. This is why I want these people gone. All of them. And take some of
Well,
our damn
yeah.
politicians with you. Take
Hmm.
some of our liberal Democrats with you. They promised to move, take them with you. And at
Right.
the end of the day, I don't care that you're Somalian. Yes, your country sucks. That's why you came here. So go home and fix your country. Go fix your country, just like I'm going to have to do because of your sorry asses that are stealing our money. Go fix your country. Stop coming to ours talking about your country. Because if you care about your damn
Right.
country, go there. I don't go to
Right.
freaking Somalia and say, wow, man, you guys suck here. Yeah, this is terrible. You guys should be more like America. No, I don't do that.
Right.
It's just so stupid to me. And you got a lot of morons out there that you know what? I, I, I was
Yeah. That's.
not challenged, but I saw it's not proper to call people stupid. That's
I'm.
actually not biblically correct. So I'll say they're acting stupid. That's fine. Making stupid decisions is fine. But ignorant people, there's a lot of ignorant people that will not take the time to sit and look at what the heck is going on.
Right. All I can tell you is I'm just annoyed at everything, and I don't even want to talk about that dumb shit.
But
I
think
just.
about it, Jace. What's my old adage? What I say? I say bring it into your house. You take some of these
Right.
people that are standing up for these immigrants, standing up for these illegals, right? You bring it into your house. Um, our buddy's here, but just give me 1 second to get you in there. You bring it into this house, right? And I'm gonna pull him in right now.
Do it.
Yep. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, sorry,
Hey.
it's coaching wrestling.
Yeah, no
And
worries. We just got into a rant already. We are talking about the Somalians and getting rid of these people because they bring nothing but bad to our country, and they're not even America first. So, but you cut off
But
the
it's
middle of
either
my rant,
that.
so you're probably good.
It's either that or fucking Muslims or whatever. So, or
Well,
it's Trump.
I think the point I was trying to get at is people are coming here for a reason, right? So clearly, what they left either sucks, and you can bring that to a local level too. You know, the northern coming down south and ruining the south. You know, whatever you want. People are doing it for
Right.
a reason. They're leaving their crap.
Right.
So my point is, if you
This
really
is true.
care, fix your town, fix your state, fix your country. Stop running away and then failing to assimilate and then complaining about it.
Right. Well, like I told you, I moved down here because I wanted to embrace the Southern culture. I did not move down here because I wanted to bring New York attitudes and bullshit down here. I love the Southern culture. I love it down here, and I agree with you 100%. That's.
Yeah, but you see
I
it though,
mean,
right? You see it. You see New Yorkers,
oh
you
god,
see
yeah. So
Californians, you see them come move to these states and then just try to incorporate all the crap they just left. Because I told you, they look at it as a clean slate. They don't say, hey, look at you South
right,
Carolinians. You made this great thing. I'd love to enjoy it. They say, oh, it's not as bad as New York. Man, I could start here. That's what they do. That's their
yeah.
mentality.
The problem is that we're not going to conform to their fucking bullshit, and it's been pretty proven. It's
Well,
kind of
no,
funny to watch
Jace,
these.
Jace, you say that. But yet, when they do like they did it up in Minneapolis,
No, I
they
get it. Yeah,
become the state, and then
yes,
you
yes.
lose the state. Then it's not
Not happening here. Not, it
well,
won't, not.
I think
But whatever.
I think part of the problem too is industry is primarily shifting south now. Tech industry and all that, so the jobs are moving to the south. So the Northerners are following the jobs.
Well, this is true too. This is true.
yeah.
I
That's
mean, like I just my brother just bought a house in. It's called Greenville, Spartansburg, South Carolina. Holy fucking shitballs! The tech that's going in there.
yeah.
Michelin's there,
But dude,
BMW's there,
they're bringing their
Boeing's there.
garbage. They're bringing their California garbage.
Yeah.
They're just
Well,
they're just financial relocated because the taxes are bad. I told you, so I live in Jersey.
yeah.
Taxes are crazy. People are now leaving because of the rules that they voted for. They voted for all this
Oh,
more.
exactly.
It'd be a different story if we were just getting the conservative people that had to be in New
Right.
Jersey or had to be in California. It'd be different, but we're getting all the other ones too.
But like, Boeing's down the street from me for Charleston, South Carolina, and they're doubling their fucking plant. So I mean, that's going to be just ridiculous how many more people come, and a lot of people from what Seattle I think or Washington somewhere up there. There's a Boeing plant. And a lot of them will be coming down here, but it's funny because they'll be here for a little bit and then they can't stand it or
Right,
can't,
right.
so
They don't want to
they go back.
assimilate, right? They don't want to assimilate, and they don't have the power yet to change it to what they left. So yeah,
Right. It's funny.
yeah.
But whatever.
So anyways,
Whatever. I
so
was just I was just watching the I don't know, it was a rerun, the Gutfield show or whatever. And
mm,
they were showing people get butthurt about that AI generated um, airplanes that Trump flew over
the
the No
pilot
Kings
pooping,
rally. Yeah, I was dying, man. It's so funny because it's so not real, and
right?
that people take it so fucking serious.
Like
But
that's another one of those mixed things, right? I love that Trump is Trump, but I also understand respect that it's a higher position. You should respect the
he
position a
didn't
little bit.
fucking do it though.
No, I know, but see, some of the stuff he does and say, I understand why it upsets him. But if that's all you got, just like anything else, they have no policies, they have nothing. It's just hate everything
No,
the other person does.
I hate Trump for this. I hate Trump for
Yeah,
that.
that's it, dude.
I hate Trump for this. I hate him for that.
Right,
Oh, $2,000 check. I hate him. He's an asshole. I
right,
hate him for not giving us the check.
right.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it gets old. It's
Jesus.
tiring.
Well, I'm kind of curious with the brothers now, you two, with the way Pete Hegseth and Trump have been going after the drug dealers.
That's what you missed. That's
Yeah,
so
we were
funny. That's
just
like the first
talking.
thing we were talking about.
The KIAs against the drug dealers are starting to rack up on their side, not ours.
So let's get your opinion.
People are up in arms over that.
Well, what do you think though? Ethical, unethical? Like, is that some like what are we doing in there? What are we doing with
I
it?
personally don't think it's unethical because they're not American citizens. They're dealing drugs on the high seas. They're not flagged vessels, so they can't declare national sovereignty. So I personally don't care. I think I'm great, because if the Coast Guard catches these guys, even on the open seas, then you have to detain them. You have to bring them back to America. You have to put them through the court system. Then you get sentenced to jail. You have to feed them. You have to provide health care
It's a lot
for them.
of work, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bunch of money.
And
Versus just
and
blow them out of the damn water and not have to worry about it.
and what I was going to say also before we decided it was getting boring talking about, um, it's dangerous too. I wouldn't want. I don't want to put my SEAL team up to go fuck with some people and risk them, even if one just gets grazed with a bullet. I don't want to risk any injury whatsoever. It's dangerous. It's you confront them. It's dangerous as fuck. Very. Trust me, it's dangerous. Let alone the seas. That's going on the seas like that, going after those little boats. It's not like fucking skidding around on a fucking pond. You're talking the goddamn ocean, and you don't know what the fuck level of seas you're going to be in, and it's dangerous.
I agree, and
So,
I think the fact that they're not a flagged vessel, they know what they're doing. They know the cargo they're carrying. They know where they're going.
well, that
Blow it
that's
up.
another thing I said.
Do it. Keep doing it. That's less people we got to put in our prison systems.
Well, that's another thing I said. Jim responded back with a pretty good answer, but if that's millions of drugs that they're losing, why do they keep doing it? But how many are still getting through? So that's
Yeah.
Yeah,
true.
they flood the zone. That's what they do. It's just like they
Well,
do
I
with the
did.
mules. They put as many mules as they can
Yeah,
out there and hope that most of them get through.
I did watch an episode where they did try to like counteract them, and they had like 80 fucking boats. This isn't a small little ring,
No, they
and
got
they had
money.
like
They do. That's why they do it because they get all this money, so it's worth
yeah.
it.
So they had 80 boats. How many? And they thought they were going to corral all of them, but I think they might have got like 30 or 40 out of the 80 boats.
I think it's absolutely funny because then they question the second war, not second defense, about 80 people have been killed in these not our guys but the drug dealers, and then Trump doubles down on it. It's like I'm disappointed. It's only been 80. Should have been 180. He doubles down on it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess the justification is what I wonder, because they're dealing. I mean, drugs. I don't know. I just like I said, part of me is okay with it. I was telling him I don't have a problem. I don't shed a tear for drug dealers. I don't shed a tear for these, gang. I don't shed a tear for them. But I also want to be humane and say, what if these guys are forced to do it? What if not everybody on that boat is, what I mean? What if they start putting kids on the boat with cargo? You know what I mean? Like, at what point do we say we're America? We should be able to have better technologies to stop these people and catch them. You know what I
Well,
mean?
there's that, and there's why are we being so fucking transparent with all this shit?
Yeah, I
Do
mean
you realize? I
the
mean, we were all in the
yeah.
military. We know goddamn well how much shit goes on under the radar that nobody knows about. But yet are we are we showing this shit to show the world that we're not going to fucking tolerate it?
Yeah,
There's,
that's probably the angle. I think
I
they
think,
I
want
I
to
mean,
think
deter
that,
it.
and you know as well as I do, Jimbo and JC, that when Uncle Sam shows his hand over here, this hand over
right,
here is doing something else.
Right.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because, like I said, I did a lot of fucking shit in the military, and I can tell you, and I can promise you firsthand. And this is back in 2000. We were shooting little fucking boats like that for target practice.
Well, and that's why I think, dude. I think that's why I think this is all legit. I don't think they'll have a complaint. Like, they're trying to charge them for war crime. I don't think they're that stupid to
No,
put
you
this out
can't.
like
When
that.
you're in
Yeah.
when you're in international waters and you get a threat, if we tell them get the fuck away from us, go,
Well,
and
Does that
they don't go, they're
does that
done.
count if we're chasing them? Does that
Well,
count if we're chasing
we're
them?
not
Get away
chasing
from
anybody,
us. Well,
right?
Well, and I think
There's Cassie.
I think that say hi, Cass. I think the key is that it's an unflagged vessel, and by maritime law, any nation can stop that vessel.
Exactly. But
And I
there's
have no
also
for you both.
there's also rules of engagement, even if we're not at war. There's
Right.
still rules of engagement for any of this shit. And you're whatever. There's the fact of the matter is, I don't believe the shit should be released. But I get trying to flex, but I think that certain things just need to be
I,
shut the fuck up.
the other thing that came to my attention that's been a little troublesome that I thought it would hit you guys, all us being service members, is they defunded the Catholic chaplains program.
Really?
That happened this week. The Catholic chaplaincy has been defunded. They will not be so. All our brothers and sisters that are Catholic that are overseas or serving, their chaplain corps is like pretty much on hold now.
So then what? So there's that goes against everything Trump fucking says he supports, though.
They
So
defunded
does
that, and
he
they also the Sec of War has made motions now to formally separate from the Boy Scouts. You know, like on every base, there's normally Boy Scout troops.
really?
They're not going to let them do it, and I'm kind of torn on this because his justification is it's causing gender confusion. It's not the Boy Scouts anymore; it's the Scouts of America.
Oh, right.
And
Um,
think about it: the homosexuals are allowed to serve there, which I don't personally care, but and
well,
Girl
they're
Scouts.
allowed to be they're allowed to be troop leaders too. So whatever.
So I mean,
I
Boy
don't
Scouts have always had a history with tied in with the military.
I don't I'm not
JC,
into that. No,
what
I'm
do you
not
guys
into
thought?
that. So not into the Boy Scout shit. So I don't whatever. I have no feelings.
it's only
We're not
Girl Scouts for
Catholics.
him.
No, it's Civil Air Patrol, and what's cool is Civil Air Patrol is now wearing.
Jimbo, what do you
Gonna,
think about them not basically funding the Catholic chaplains anymore?
Well, first of all, I'm not going to speak much on it because I don't know. And honestly, I don't even know what that affects, and I'd love to know why they're doing it.
it's
Um,
interesting,
it
And,
is.
and, and let me ask you another question, though, too. Is there other funded groups? Like, is there,
right?
you know what
That's
I
what
mean?
I
If
wanted.
that was the only funded one, and yeah, then do away with it. You know what I mean? If you have if you're funding religious support, okay, but if you're funding Catholic, no. You know what I mean? Like if it's one big fund for, you know,
Oh,
people to go and get to a religious, you know, because obviously
right.
it's a huge thing in the military because people don't realize the things that, you know, us service members have to go through, and a lot of us have a faith, so it's good to have that support. So
Yep.
yeah, I don't think that that should be defunded, but I don't really know because I mean you're just springing this on me, and I don't even honestly know
One
how
day
big or
No,
ago, one day ago
it's
in the Hill newspaper, the lead article was defunding the Catholics. I can't even pronounce it.
Catholic.
Yeah, leaves
Catholicism.
Catholic soldiers in a lurch. Then the whole
So
article.
that's
In a nation funded on religious liberty, the Army's October decision to cancel Catholic chaplain contracts strikes a blow against the very freedoms our troops defend. Archbishop Timothy Borrego, head of the Archdiocese for the Military Services and the president of the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops, issued a pastoral letter the same month decrying this move. In it, he critiqued the Army for overburdening Catholic chaplains and stifling the spiritual life of service members and families. That was the
Oh,
wow.
it
that literally just broke yesterday.
it said USAID was a major source of funding. So it's probably
That
some
means nothing.
corruption in it. Probably some corruption in it.
Oh, it's a it's probably very misleading, and only to make the USAI make it look like Trump's an asshole once again,
Yeah, yeah. You
and
know, yeah, you're
it's
right.
misleading.
It's
You
probably
know,
It's
missing a lot of
misleading
context.
I'm fine if
because
the organization if the organization is corrupt. I'm fine with defunding it, but what I'm not okay with is our brothers and sisters that are casting.
no, it's not about that being corrupt. It's about the fact that they're gonna the libtards are gonna blame USAID on it. They're all it is a fucking bullshit to
Yeah,
manipulate.
you know what it is, Jace. You're calling it. They're
It,
just trying to
I
find
just
an
don't know how to
angle.
word it.
They're trying
They're
to
yeah,
find an
they're
angle to make the effects of this hurt somebody like military babies. That's what they're
right.
doing. And I guarantee you, um, what
It's
you're
not.
talking about probably has real no hard impact on military people.
It's not going to stick. It's
Well,
not going to
I
stick.
just I know for a fact that they're not just going to leave military people out there. That's not who
Fuck
Trump is.
no.
That's not who. As a matter of fact, Republicans love the military because they're all about war anyway. Yeah,
I'm
I'm
So
concerned for our brothers and sisters. Like,
I thought Democrats were about for war.
no. Now they're about the environment. See, Republicans used
Oh,
to be make their money outside. So we start a bunch of wars because we own stock of
right.
Lockheed Martin and all this stuff.
But
Democrats usually do invest on the inside. That's why the
it's
social
flipped.
justice
Yes.
stuff is for Democrats, and that's why when they trade, you know, places in the president, we have a nice ping pong balance. That's why
Right.
America stays happy because it's a back and forth and nobody notices.
we go through a reduction in forces under Democrats. We have to cut
Right.
30,000 troops,
Yeah,
and then a Republican gets in, and then he decries that the military is
right.
broke, and then we need to add 50,000.
Yeah, and then we cut
Right.
you know the climate change stuff and all the other stuff Democrats are making money on. The bottom line is both parties are making money. They're just different sources that they're getting their money from, and that's why I
Right.
said the back and forth, the ping pong, you know, the pong style kicking the can down the road always works for these people because they just keep getting rich and nothing really
Right.
changes.
Well, that's all it's about.
Well, that's the problem now, and I think that's what Trump has brought to the table. I think Trump has brought possibility of real change. And I think that's very scary for both Democrats and Republicans who've been getting rich and living a lifestyle as the privileged elite. So I think it's very
Exactly.
scary for them.
And
So
it's
you're going to see the pushback.
and like you said, it's not the right. It's not the left. It's both.
No, no, and let me throw this at you. I don't know, CJ, if you are a fan, but me and Jace here have been really long time fans of Dan Bongino.
Yeah,
And he's made the media here too because there was a lady who uncovered the a bunch of stuff. I don't even remember her name. She's a reporter, and he was all excited about her. And now all of a sudden, he's getting on his private thing, lashing out at her while he's still the deputy FBI. I'm really torn on this. It seems to be a lot of things lately just tearing me apart because I really don't know what's true and what's not Charlie Kirk, whatever, all this stuff. But Bongino seems to be not doing what I thought he would do. I don't want to say he's a disappointment yet because I just don't know. It's not fair. But to see him go out and attack a reporter he once praised for uncovering a bunch of corruption, but now she's talking about him and what's happening in there,
It's
and now
weird,
he's
isn't
bashing
it?
her. Yeah, it's just it doesn't sit with me. I don't know. I don't know if you guys have any other opinions or insight, but it doesn't sit with me.
I smell it being a little fishy. That's all. I
But
mean,
Bongino went out, dude. He went out and posted on his personal site bashing this very lady who he praised for the work she
well,
did uncovering the swamp, and
then
now
he's
she's
what nerve did she strike that it pissed him off? Because
well, she
I'm not familiar with the story, but just
well, it's
listening
I think
to
it's
it.
just in general. Can we admit the FBI has been screwing a lot up?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Well,
disappointed
yeah,
Cash and Bongino, period. And it's not even like I'm not ignorant like Trump's economy. I'm not like the stupid people in America that think Trump took office and all of a sudden we're going to have free bread and everything. Like, that's not how the economy works. He has to undo all the garbage Biden put us in and get through all the resistance of everybody trying to stop him. So I understand the economy is going to
right.
take some time. But I
Well,
think the FBI could have and should have been an easier fix.
what? Yeah, but isn't that the same scenario though?
What do you
Per
mean?
se, it's not. They can't. Cash and Dan can't. They can't fix the FBI overnight,
No,
and
no,
they
no. I
can't
don't.
do every.
I
They can't do
agree.
it all.
Again, I'll
But
use my own principle. If I come on this show and one of you or both of you are against the show and I've got to kind of weed it out, like I understand that's going to be a challenge. So I
right.
understand they walked in the FBI, but the difference being is when I'm in charge of the show, I can call it out right here. Cash and Dan
Well,
can call it out and say, hey, this is what's going on. Like the whole Epstein release thing, like that should have been them coming out saying, hey, we did not do this. But how many times did Cash go put his face out there saying, oh, we're investigating this, we're investigating that, only to find out nothing's happening?
yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
know.
It
But he
doesn't
has a
take
whole.
much to just own up and have integrity.
He's got a whole world to take care of, man. I don't. I mean, I don't know.
Dude, we've
I
done it
wouldn't.
here. I mean, we've
I
showed
wouldn't
up
want to.
missing an episode. We can make excuses still, but we owned it. Hey, we've
I
been
don't
busy.
want
We ain't
to.
putting time into it. Own it.
I wouldn't want his fucking job. So
Well,
whatever.
he didn't have to take it either. So, and again, I really liked him
Well,
as a podcaster. So,
right. No, I hear you. It, whatever.
Like, everyone's corrupt and everyone's got their own agendas, and the
Oh,
middle class like us and our watchers and viewers, we're slowly just being
yeah.
disintegrated and being used.
well, it's always been a
So
class war, right? It's always been. It's the elites versus it's the Hunger Games. That's all it is. It's
yes.
a bunch of rich people watching us down here fight for scraps and against each other over racism, say all this stupid stuff. That's what it
What the
is.
fuck?
It's the Hunger Games, and we got an elite group of people. Some people drop in and out of that rich elite class, but for the most part, once you're in that class, once you make a certain amount of money and you got a certain amount of power, your attitude changes, and you can't deny that. Power, money corrupts. So even
Jizzle.
Bongino was making money before he took that job, but now he's in a total different position. I'd love, instead of him tweeting at some reporter, I'd love for him to come out as a whistleblower
Jizzle.
himself. Do you know what I mean? Just come out as a whistleblower yourself. Say, hey, this is what's going on. You know what I mean? Call it.
Jizzle.
Just some integrity. I don't know what's going on with you, Jace, but
Integrity is a four-letter word.
a four-letter word. I don't never heard that one.
Well, not to us. I mean, it's inbred in our culture as military veterans and in the military.
Right, right, right.
Integrity, have integrity.
Yeah, well, I think it's important. In fact, it's one of the values I live by. You know what I mean? I think I'm very high integrity. I still think I'm human. I screw it up,
Right.
just like everybody else. But I pride myself in integrity. And that's what I think. Like, if I ever went into a position of power or something like that, I don't know because I've never been in a position of power, right? So I can't speak that. I've never been filthy rich. I don't know how much influence it'll have on me. But I will tell you that I value integrity, so you will see if I'm having a struggle or a challenge. But there's nothing
All
wrong with
right.
saying, hey, I can't report on that because it's such and such, but there is a problem.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, with that being said, I did want to bring something up that because I really liked some of Johnny's good stuff, his good input this week, and
Yeah, I don't know if
there
CJ
was
gets to
a
see those comments, but on Rumble, if you go to our channel on Rumble, Johnny and Chris are loyal subscribers. And
Uh-huh.
Johnny always shares headlines, and Chris and them they share stories and input. So
I think Johnny's an old time vet.
yeah, I think it was
Almost,
Navy, wasn't he?
I don't remember, but
My
either
memory is
way,
so terrible. Like we've been these guys been watching this. I can't remember where they're from.
I can't.
I'm just getting too old, man. I think he's from.
So, anyways, he Jesus, man, he had put this guy named Brian Reese, which we can get into him first. But Kristen? You didn't need help when you went for your comp and pen, did you?
What's that?
You didn't need help with your going to your comp and pen to get your 100%.
No, I had help. I had a Pueblo personal
Because
something board liaison officer that kind of walked me through it.
right,
I mean,
well, like
mine was a pretty clear cut case, though. I mean, the documentation
right,
clear. I got hurt in combat.
I know. No, because Jim and I have a vendetta against some of. There's a lot of veterans out there that claim they're trying to help you get the money you deserve and the 100% you deserve. But yeah,
You know,
oh, it's only going to cost.
I use the VA. I use Troy, who we both know,
No, I know, and
and
so did I.
I didn't
I
need the
never,
outside agency to help me because I think it's a bunch of scams.
I never use these people, but I really considered it at one time, and uh, Johnny put on a link with this one guy, Brian Reese, that's one of the biggest fucking crooks out there, and it just it just fried my ass a little bit because these people, yeah, we'll help you, but you're gonna need to lie, and then we're gonna take half your money for a year. And it's like,
I think I
how
saw
the
something
fuck?
about that. A guy got a big whopping bill after they fought his case for him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's free resources out there, right? And we can all
yeah,
use them. So here's what chaps my ass, because I even went through this, because I was having a really hard time and still haven't even gotten there yet. Um, but I was getting to the point where this is bull crap. Like my injuries are, I'm not a one and done PTSD. Like my injuries are all visible, well documented. They're trying to deny service
exactly.
connected, but like, how do you go in the military for 10 years and you come out with acid reflux, but just because you didn't go to a friggin' doctor, it wasn't related to military? Well, the number one cause of it is eating too fast. Gee, I wonder where I learned that from. Like, you're freaking kidding me? So that's the problem I had. So I was having a real hard time fighting and getting people to do this stuff and help me out. So my sister actually turned me on to this guy she went to church with and said, oh, he helps veterans. Give him a call. So I give him a call, and turns out he's one of those dudes. He's one of those guys that makes
Oh
his living
wow.
helping veterans get their 100%. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, so what's the catch here? Well, Jace is completely right. It's like
Oh
3 months of your payment or so. Your like these guys make thousands of dollars off vets and then try to act like they're helping you. Now, admittedly, that 100% may be more valuable to you. So they may be giving you a service that is very valuable. But my problem is, I'm a vet. CJ, if you called me up and said, hey, Jim, how did you do this? I would walk you through it. I wouldn't say, well, I'll tell you if you give me 3 months of your pay.
Yep.
Like, are you because and here's the catch too. Here's the kicker that really pissed me off. They don't even represent you, dude. They are literally just consultants.
no,
They
right,
tell you what to do, you go do it, and then you pay them. That's all they are.
right,
They don't
right,
even do it for you. And if something comes back wrong, you get denied, it doesn't fall on them. It's on you. So they're a bunch of
right,
scam artists,
right.
and it pisses me off that they're sitting here and just like Jay said, I guarantee you, They're probably doing unethical crap, which is why people are going to it.
I,
People who
yes,
don't
they
deserve
are.
their 100% are going in there, getting 100%, screwing up the whole system
Well,
for all of us.
they do know how to word. They are professionals in the way of knowing how to manipulate the system. They know how to word shit 100% properly, so that you do get your fucking shit.
And let me give you a secret. Let me tell everyone a secret right here. If you're willing, you can upload your entire medical records right now, run it through AI, and it will tell you and show you what you need to file for and claim. You don't need these scumbags anymore. You don't need them. Stop paying these scumbags who are ripping off veterans instead of helping veterans.
And I'd like to point out too, most counties have a veterans department, Chautauqua County Veteran, and at least in New York, I know, and Ohio,
Well, I
every
tried to hook
county
him up with Troy.
yeah, every county has a VSRO, Veteran Service Representative Officer.
Yep.
Their whole purpose in life is to make sure the federal government takes care of you.
Yep.
When I
Well,
first retired, I was at 70%. And our
oh,
VSO,
really?
yeah, because you remember I had to go to Fort Drum to go from temporary disabled to permanent disabled. I had to go over
Yeah, okay. Wow.
and our VSRO sat me down. He's like, "You need to be at 100%. You need to be right now. Here's this paperwork. Sign here. I'm going to file it for you." Like he did everything for me. And guess what?
Exactly.
It was free, and I didn't have to pay any fees.
Right.
Was that Troy?
That was Troy.
Yeah, Troy did mine too. I tried to hook Jimbo up with Troy, and Jimbo was
Because I
in
have a
limbo.
local guy
So
here too. I got a local guy here.
whatever. I don't.
Hey,
Yeah.
we had
Only, re-
when
only
Jason,
reason I wanted to hook you up with him is because Troy is unfucking believable.
he is when JC and I were in college together. JC and I met at our community college. We were both part of the Veterans Club. We had our vet reps come in and talk to all the members of our club. And there was that kid from the Navy, Clay or something. He
Tyler.
Tyler, he fell through a walkway and like broke his ribs and his leg, and
Busted a shoulder.
got nothing from. And he still has a limp to this day and all that. We're like, dude, we're bringing the vet reps in here. You need to talk to him. He will file your claim for you. And turned around, he ended up getting 40%.
Yeah, within a month. Within the month, he was banned.
Yeah,
Got it.
I spoke of this before, and I'll say it again. I really think they need to fix the system. I think
Oh, the system's fucked up.
everyone who serves, you can have tiers, but everyone who serves should get something when they get out. Period. Whether you do 2 years, 4 years, 8 years, the injuries should just be like the additions. But everybody should get
Yeah.
something so that people aren't trying to manipulate the system to get a free paycheck and all that. Because you know what happens. I've met a bunch of guys I went to do some training deal with, and they're all 100% PTSD. And I just like, how are you getting a job on a government contract carrying a gun while you're 100% PTSD? Now, I understand you can yell at me all you want. You can disagree all you want. PTSD, I understand, affects differently. But at the end of the day, you are working for a government contract. And if you decide to lose your crap while you're carrying a gun that day, that's not good.
You shouldn't be allowed to carry a gun if you're 100%
On
mental
duty.
health.
On duty.
Mental health.
You mean
Mental
at
health.
all?
You shouldn't be.
You mean at all? Because
No,
that's
at
what they
all.
want. So that's what they
That's,
want.
that's what it should be.
Yeah, I'm not.
But in turn, you got your 100%, and that's fine.
I
Get
agree.
your 100%,
Absolute scumbags.
but
I wish they would jail
that would be a sacrifice.
them.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with the whole gun thing because you sound like a Democrat right now, liberal. Because I understand, you can still be sane and not going through
I
PTSD
know
for
you
90%
can.
of your life. Just
Right,
those
you're right.
times so I don't think you should
But
be able to
but
work
that
with a gun, to be
right.
honest with you.
But
I think
but but
that would
just
be
that one time you
an
drive from
everyday,
Washington.
every
But
day
that
as a
one
thing. But
time.
yeah, but as a citizen, you can do that anyway, dude. You could be a pilot, and that one time decide to bring the plane down. Like so,
Yeah,
you can't predict
you
that.
could be a transgender too. So yes, you're right.
You can.
Uh, anyways, so
Is that
what
what you're?
Brian posted, yeah, I am. And what Brian posted was there was a few clips in it, and and we already discussed this, but it showed like, and I had called CJ or whatever about it too, but there, it was like it showed the top 24 VAs in the country, and I'm like, I looked through it. I know for a fucking fact Cleveland's in the top 5, and Cleveland wasn't on it. This was all Brian Reese's bullshit that he put up
Well, he's
there, and
trying to
so
be helpful, like he's actually doing more than ripping people off.
yeah, but so Jim and I talked about me compiling a list. So I used AI and I generated a list. Cleveland was number 4 or some shit. And I'm just like, and then Charleston on Brian's list, which I'm biased for, and I was happy. Was like it's tied for 6th. And then on the AI generated one, Charleston is like 10th or something, tied for between 8, 9, and 10. I don't, whatever.
It also
But
depends on the ranking criteria, right? Best for what? Service,
well,
wait
that's true
times,
too. That's
location,
true too.
parking.
Well, yeah, and then yeah, but that didn't really have. I don't. I'm not sure if that elaborated, but the one that I did elaborate. Like Cleveland has the top like cardiology center because they work with Cleveland Clinic. A good cancer treatment program. That's interesting. It's interesting to look up, and I, I that talk you had, Jim. I recommend everybody fucking around with the AI stuff. It's very interesting, and it's going to be the future. So you might as
Just
well.
double check on it because AI will try to please you and make stuff up.
I've
Very
heard
true.
that too.
Hey, is
Yep.
Is
anyone
that your
ever
AI? Yeah, but isn't that your AI blow up doll though?
Not yet, dude. When they come out with those, though, relationships are done.
hey,
I'm gonna have 3 of those bits.
you might want to rewatch the Terminator movies.
Yeah, right.
That's
They
what
knew
happened with
something.
AI. When the Skynet falls, we
Well,
all
my I was telling my one Canadian buddy we were talking about it, and he told me to watch a movie called AI. I think it's called AI, and that's pretty fucking interesting. I think there's a movie called AI.
Well, you
There's not
think
a movie
about this,
called
like you
AI.
think about this, by the time the general population gets anything, it's usually 10 to 15 years old already.
The movie
You know,
AI.
but I think how long did the internet take to come out?
well
I,
The movie
GPS too.
AI.
yeah,
The military had GPS 10 years before it was released to the
that's
public.
what I'm saying. So
Oh yeah.
this stuff is not new. It's just new to us.
Hell no. Well, what the fuck? I was using AI. Well, look at fucking the Echo, the dots, and all that shit. That's AI. How long have those been out? Isn't that what they're called? Echo dots? Yeah. Amazon Echoes. That's AI. You ask it to play something, and it plays it. Or you ask it a recipe, it shows it plays. It shows you, tells you the recipe. I mean, and that's been out for fucking what, 5 years now?
Oh yeah. Well, that's what I said. Like I said, I mean, the government's got people working on crap
Oh God.
for weapons and the advantage. So they already know stuff that's been out for years. By the time we
Well,
get it, somebody either leaks it or somebody in the companies
yeah,
or somebody that works for Lockheed or somebody says, "Hey, we could take this and
exactly.
you know,
Even even the car industry, the the 20 fucking 30 bodies of cars are already out. They already have that shit already out, and everything's way ahead of us.
yeah."
I was
Well, hey, I had my first experience in a Tesla not too long ago. Have you guys been in
How was
Teslas?
that?
really.
How was that?
Let me tell you, I was first blown away because the screen, like it's sort of a night vision kind of thing where it actually lights up all the things in the road and stuff, and you can see it on the
Oh
map. So if a
wow.
car's parked, it'll show you the parked car, whatever. But I'm gonna tell you, we didn't go but a couple miles, and 2 times he had to grab the wheel from it. One time it tried to turn right when he wanted to go left, and then
He
another time it tried to stop for something it thought it saw in the road, but there was nothing in the road that we saw. So
it it was it self driving?
yeah, Yeah, impressive,
Oh wow,
impressive. And I mean, like going to a stoplight, waiting, going through, like impressive, dude.
that's fucking awesome.
Yes.
I've never been. I've had chances, but I have no desire to fucking get in one.
Yeah, and they say it's
Fuck
got some
that.
torque, man. They say when it takes, it goes.
That sounds cool as fuck.
Yeah, it's worth the
But
investment, but again, I think the glitches, I mean, you got to be paying attention.
I would want it when I'm driving home to New York, just so I could sleep. But I guess it's illegal to do.
Well,
Back in the day, they would catch people and sleeping in the back seat while the car's driving. And I think they've made it where
Yeah,
there's
well, so let me tell you about another feature, but here he says it's relaxing. So they have a feature in there where if your eye contact is not being made on the road, even just to do the radio for too long, it'll beep at you, and then eventually it'll make you take the wheel. It'll stop auto
right,
driving. So but he said
yeah,
they're going to relax on that, so more people
right.
can not pay attention. Which I
Well,
guess as
what the
long as the
fuck, man?
technology is good.
It's gonna let you crash?
No, no, no. I would trust the car driving more than most people I see on the road.
I'm right,
We just have to make sure the technology is not something that could be fooled and create accidents.
right. That's unreal, man.
so this
Yeah.
here
Wow.
comes the legal question. I think because you used to be an MP and I work for a law enforcement agency. Person is fully intoxicated. Tesla's taking them home. Is it a DUI or not?
Well, it would depend if you define driving. Is he driving? And I think that's one of the things they're trying to classify the new vehicles as like taxis,
Okay.
self-driving taxis. So then you are not responsible. Whoever owns the vehicle or the program, I guess, is going to be responsible.
Wow.
But you
That's
got to think.
interesting.
This has the potential to get rid of DUIs.
Right, which is that's what I'm saying. It's actually a good thing. Like it doesn't matter any kind of technology is good until the evil people get a hold of it. Because people are going to hack them. They're going to whatever. They're going to use them to crash and kill people. The government will press a button and say, "Oh, you're just whatever," like they were doing with the criminals,
Oops.
locking the doors and have them drive to police stations. You see that?
Oh Jesus.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Hmm.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, but that's
If there was a
creepy, man.
if there was a program where someone stole my Tesla, it took them right to the fucking. That would be funny. And the fucking cyber trucks are like bulletproof vent glass and all that shit. So that would be awesome.
Yeah,
And
I
then
think
it'd
they're
be
ugly though. I think the cyber trucks are
they
the
are
ugliest thing.
fucking gross.
There's a guy in my neighborhood who drives one, and I think they're ugly.
The fucking fact that they're over 100 grand is ugly.
Yeah,
I think that they're less now, but whatever.
Well,
yeah. Well,
everything when it first comes out is high price, and then the market balances out when more.
Yeah, I think
So
they're cheaper now.
yeah,
this
but I mean, you'd think I understand, but Elon's worth a lot of money, so Elon would be smart to do the Gates route, make those vehicles for everyone.
yeah.
When everyone is driving one, then it doesn't matter. It's you either sell a few of them for a lot of money, or you sell a lot of them for a little money, and you own the market. So the
Yeah.
guy was telling me, a guy came to work on my AC. My heat was out for a little while, but he came to work on my AC. He was telling me that new houses in the previous administration were required to build an outlet for electrical vehicles anytime you put a new house in. And then they just froze that. Yeah, it was in the building code.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. Whenever you built a new house, you had to build an outlet for an electric vehicle. So,
Whatever.
but they
What's
froze
funny,
that now.
JC and I are from Western New York, which is normally 10 to 15 years behind the regular culture.
Hmm.
We've got, I think, down by on our main drag through the city, we've got a fuel station for that stuff. There's like 9 or 10 pumps, and I think I've only seen one car there once ever.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Well,
Main Street.
I don't know if I was telling you,
Yeah.
but that whole thing was ridiculous. I used to work at a Social Security building where they had more electric vehicle slots than handicap slots. And no
I
one
was
ever
just
parked in the
saying.
electric vehicle slots. There were no pumps. They were
Uh,
just slots for electric vehicles.
Right. I was just at the outlet mall this weekend, Thanksgiving, and they have electric spots for all electric cars. Nobody was using any of them.
How long do those things take to charge?
I don't even know.
I think it depends on the charger.
Because like up here in New York, they for a while they were mandating all the school buses switch over to electric. In a town right next to us called Lakewood, I think it was, JC. The
Yeah,
team was going up to play against a Buffalo team for I think football. The car,
yeah.
the bus made it halfway and they had to stop and recharge because the cold sapped that
Oh
battery.
my God! Wow,
So what?
what a fucking joke. That'd be fun.
It's all
My
about
God.
legislating behavioral changes.
Yeah, and that's the problem. It's like I don't mind electric vehicles. I don't mind an option. Even if I ever bought a Tesla, I would still have a gas-powered vehicle as my backup.
Yeah, I agree.
That's the problem
Right.
is when they force this crap, just like a vaccine, certain vaccine, when they force the crap on you without thinking it through, it creates more problems.
Well, and where Chris lives, electric vehicles are not feasible. They're not. They're just not feasible the
No,
way the weather is.
especially the way
The-
the cold saps everything.
Yeah. Well, they just, like I
I'm,
said, they forced it out on people without thinking it through, and it's a disaster. But
no, they didn't. They what did they thought it through for fucking money reasons.
right,
That's
but
all. They don't. It was all about money, making fucking money for those scumbags. That's all it was about.
Masquerading as an environmental warriors.
right,
Which
Oh,
and this is the hypocrisy of it is they want these electric vehicles because it's supposed to be better on the environment, except you have to generate electricity somehow. You have to generate it, which means windmills, which means solar farms. And when those things break, like the windmills, you've got a 20, 30-story high frame that's no good anymore with some blades that you can't get down.
right.
yeah. I don't think you can recycle the blades either.
No, I don't think so. So
And then
you're generating waste just on the other end.
on top of that, in your neck of the woods, if that issue was to happen, you're talking catastrophic measures because if everybody had electric vehicles and whatever broke, or it's fucking shitty there. So the solar panels aren't always going to work. And if everybody's using the electric grid and it's a fucking -5 below day, the grid's going to crash. It's going to pop.
Well, that goes back to like preparedness and preparations.
Right.
What
Thinking
happens
about
if
it.
the grid collapses?
Right. Exactly.
And nobody's going
And,
to be
and
ready
what's
for that.
even
What happens
what's
when the
even
virus decides to let loose an IMP?
what's even funnier is you were talking about those electric things. Um, the fucking airport has like five of them up there.
Really?
Five there's 5 or 6 charging stations there.
Hmm.
No, our airport doesn't really. We don't have.
We don't even have commercial flights at our airport.
We have a couple corporate jets that fly in and out, and that's
That's
about
it.
it. We have no traffic that goes there. But yet they just because they had those grants to put those in, just waste that fucking money on that shit, man.
Yeah, that's it. They
Fucking
were just given taxpayer dollars that had to
right.
go for crap, and they were just building the crap.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yep.
Here's build. Here's a what $500,000. I don't know. They got to be at 50 grand a piece.
Right.
So
So here's
where I work just northeast of here, JC. JC knows where I work. They got a grant during COVID to expand some of the roadways, and they built the road to the tune of I want to say $16 million to nowhere. Right off Route 86.
oh
Right off 86, they built the road right into the side of the mountain and stopped. So we call it the road to nowhere.
I don't think that's the first one. It
No,
won't be the last one either.
Alaska too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just
All right.
wasting
Well,
taxpayer money.
Yeah,
it's
it's time.
it's time to get off this one because after we go an hour long, people aren't going to start watching. They're not. I mean, it's been fun. Love to do this every day. It'd be great. Um, so that's what you probably need to do, CJ. Just find a way to get on here more often so we can do this more entertaining. Because
Sounds
we're
good,
usually
brothers. And all the fans watching, God bless you.
all righty. So thank you guys. Appreciate it. All you guys watching. And until then, Godspeed.
Pull the pin already, baby.
All the pin.
Boom. Thanks for joining us here at Pull the Pin Already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.